In the heart of a small, remote village named Kalighata, there stood an ancient banyan tree. The villagers avoided it like the plague, for it was said to be cursed. Rumor had it that those who ventured too close to the tree at night were never seen again. One fateful evening, Arif, a young man from the city, arrived in Kalighata to visit his grandmother. He had heard the stories about the banyan tree but dismissed them as mere superstition. Arif was a skeptic, a man of science, and believed there was a logical explanation for everything. His curiosity got the better of him, and he decided to investigate the tree. "What's the worst that can happen?" he muttered under his breath as he picked up a flashlight and set off toward the tree after dinner. The night was eerily quiet, the only sound being the chirping of crickets. As Arif approached the tree, he felt a chill run down his spine. The air grew colder, and the faint smell of decay filled his nostrils. He shook off the unease and shone his flashlight on the gnarled roots. "Just an ordinary tree," he said aloud, trying to convince himself. But then he noticed something strange: scratch marks on the bark, as if someone or something had tried to claw its way out. Suddenly, a low, guttural whisper echoed through the air. "Leave." Arif froze. The voice seemed to come from nowhere and everywhere at once. He turned around, his flashlight trembling in his hands. But there was no one there. Against his better judgment, he decided to touch the tree. The moment his hand made contact with the bark, an overwhelming sense of dread engulfed him. Visions of tortured faces flashed before his eyes: men, women, and children screaming in agony. He stumbled back, gasping for air. What was that?" he stammered. But the tree wasn't done with him yet. Its roots began to move, snaking toward him like living creatures. Arif turned to run, but his feet felt like they were glued to the ground. The whispers grew louder, morphing into screams.